And here's what we've been working on, the anchor chart we worked. We said that we're talking about fractions using shapes. We know what equal sizes are and not equal sizes are. And we know strategies to make sure we divide shapes in half. So one strategy would be to what? Everybody? Draw a line. Or we can fold it in half. Or we can cut it in the middle. So go ahead and share with your partner which strategy you want to use to cut a French toast in half. Go. Talk to her.
I would use scissors for the French toast.
Fold it in half.
You guys want to fold it in half? Is that what you want to do? Okay, you need to be ready. When I count 3, everybody's going to be ready to share with your thumbs up. Ready? And you have to tell me what you guys decided. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, you guys are group number 1. What are you guys going to do?
I'm going to draw a line instead of folding it because if you fold it, it's going to break.
Okay, very good. You're going to draw a line. Group 2, what are you guys going to do?
We're gonna make sure that the scissors are in the middle.
So you're going to cut it in the middle? And then what about group 3? What are you guys going to do? You're going to cut it too? You're going to use scissors?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. All right, so whichever you want to use, I'm going to leave the materials here and you guys decide. So these are your waffles. Everybody's going to grab one and you're going to use the strategy that you chose. And I'm going to give you 30 seconds for it. Ready? Okay, are you ready to choose your materials? Set, go. So if you said you're going to draw a line, you're going to use a piece of paper and you're going to draw your line. Okay. Go ahead. If you notice like, oh no, I didn't do it right and you need another piece, that's fine. Go ahead and grab one more. And if your strategy didn't work, hold on. If your strategy didn't work, then think about it again and think, what else can I do? Because this time it didn't work. How else can I do it better?
I cut it in half.
Oh, we're gonna get there in a second. See, somebody else is changing her strategy. Very good. Okay, you got 5 seconds. Everybody put your hands up. Very good. You guys know what you just did? You just solved your problem. You just solved it. You show me how to solve it. Some of you use scissors. Raise your hand if you use a marker and draw a line. Very good. Raise your hand if you change your strategy because the first strategy you used didn't work. Which strategy did you use first?
Drawing.
And what happened?
It wasn't equal.
It wasn't equal because in your brain you thought you would, but somehow it didn't work. But then, so what did you do the second time?
I folded it in half.
And you make sure that both sides had the same size, right? Very good. So let's see. Can you show us your shape? Can you show us what you did with yours?
I cut it in the middle.
And how do you know it's that they're divided in half?
Because
How can you tell me that those are 2 halves or it's cut in equal parts? You did something before. When you put them what? When you put them together, what happens?
together, it will equal.
They have equal sizes. Very good. What about you? Can you tell us what you did?
I put it in the middle.
Very good. What did you do? Now, I want everybody to look at her shape. Look, all the papers were the same size, but look at hers. Hers are different than this. Why is that? Did she cut it in half? When I put them together, do they have the same size?
Yeah. No.
Yeah, look. But instead of cutting it, so the group 3, you guys folded it this way. She folded it this way. So there's actually different ways to make halves. Isn't that cool? So you also have 2 halves. Good job. What about you? You cut it the same as your partner? Awesome. And then you drew a line. And how do you know that's half and half?
Because I was about to draw it right here, but I noticed that this one was gonna be a little bigger.
Yeah.
So then I changed my mind to right here.
That's awesome. That's what problem solving is all about. You guys have to think about it as you do it. Because there's several shapes, but I only need to color the ones that are cut into halves. Very good. Now, this is the hardest part, and you're gonna help me think about this one. Because yesterday we learned about how to pattern or how to partition in halves. And we said we could draw a line, we could fold a shape, or we could cut it in half. But this time we have it in a picture. So I want you to think with your partner and talk about how are we gonna figure out which ones are cut in half? What do we have to do? Go ahead and talk. So if we don't have shapes into a tiny little paper, what do we do here? What do we do?
That is the
How
same
come is this cut in half? How do you know?
Cut in the middle, or you can also
It has to have 2 sides, right? So does that one have 2 parts? No, how many parts are here? 4. And how many, what about this one? Would that be cut into halves?
It could be like a pizza.
It could be like a pizza. How do you know this one is cut into half?
Because I have 2 parts.
So what is the strategy we're using? We need to make sure it has 2. Very good. All right. Would anyone like to share? What strategy are we gonna use? Yes.
We are gonna measure and see if it's the same size.
That's a good strategy. So you're gonna look and make sure that both sides are the same. And we also have to make sure that every shape has how many parts?
2 sides.
2 parts. So is it safe to say that we're gonna count 2 parts? Can we make sure that they only have 2 parts, right? And we're also gonna look that each side is the same what? Same size and same shape. Okay. So go ahead and with your pencil, you're gonna color the shapes that are cut into halves. Ready, set, go. You can ask your friend to help you out if you're not sure. Your shoulder partner. Go ahead and color. And make sure you use your strategies. You're looking for the ones that have 2 parts. One. Put your pencils down. You guys did amazing today. Can you kiss your brains? And say I'm so smart. Alright. Now is the coolest part because you guys get to tell everybody which ones you think are the right answer and which ones are not and why. Can we do that? Alright, so I want you to think of the first shape. I noticed nobody colored that one. I want you to think about why. I want you to think about it. When you're ready to share, show your thumbs up. Okay, so Natalie, can you tell everybody why this is not a shape that is not cut in halves? Because Dylan thought it was.
Because it doesn't have 2 parts.
It doesn't have 2 parts. Very good. How many parts does it have? How many parts? 3. What is another reason why it's not cut in halves? Good job.
Because one is small, one is medium, and one is big.
Very good. They all have different sizes and different shapes.